Wasn't actually planning on doing a video today, but I wanted to play around with my flash gun because I've had it for quite some years now and I've only used it a handful of times. And one of the reasons why I haven't used it as much as I probably should is because, or any other external light source to be honest, is because I shoot quite candid photos. So I don't really do portraiture or photos where the subject is going to be in one place so I can just set up lights and leave them. I don't know where my subject is going to be at any given time, so it's really difficult to place lights around and know that the lighting is going to look perfect every time. So I've always just tried to use natural light coming in from the windows or any of the lights that are in the room at the time, and then just set my white balance accordingly. But I've always just forgotten about my flash gun and thought I can actually use this and have that as one of the light sources. So I dug it out today and decided I was going to play around with it and see, just get to use it again really, and just see what the images would come out like. So I am going to do some test shots today, and so in this room I have a massive window behind me, and I have a window here in front of me. I've closed the blinds so that I can kind of simulate what a typical room might look like. I mean, there's no typical room, is there? But still, I wanted to have some natural light coming in and then have some part of the room which didn't have as much light coming through, because this is a really light room, which is quite nice. And then there's a little window in the corner as well. So yeah, I'm gonna use my flash gun. I'm gonna do a couple of shots where there is no flash gun use at all, and then where it's just me using natural light like I would have done. And then I'm going to do some shots where I am using the flash gun to fill in some of these dark areas and just see how it looks, because it'd be quite nice to actually start using my flash gun again, and it'll just make my photography look a lot different, and will also help me out when I'm in a pinch when there is no natural light or there's very little natural light in a place. But anyway, I'll stop going on and get to it. So say hello to today's model. This is, I can't actually remember his name. But yeah, this is what I'm going to use today because I don't have anyone else to use. So I figured a toy is as good as anything, right? So the first shot that I'm going to do is going to be the one without any flash. The big window is open, there's no curtain crossing it at the moment. The window towards the back there has the blinds down, and there's a little window up in the corner there which has a plant in it, so most of it is being covered. So this is without any flash. My ISO is set to 2500, 1/200th of a second, f2.8. Okay, next I'll switch the flash on. Test. Cool. Okay, so this is now with the flash, same settings as the camera, same settings on the camera as I did before, but now with the flash. So for these two shots for this shot I had the flash pointing upwards, so it's gonna spread an even amount of light over the image. What I'm going to do now is point it towards this back wall. I have a completely bare wall. There's nothing on it, so the light should bounce off the wall. Again, it should probably be a pretty even spread, but we'll see what happens. So same settings on the camera as before. Okay, interesting. I'm looking back at the photo now. So if you look at the one where the light was pointing upwards, you can see that it's actually got more shadows because the light's coming down. So we've got shadows underneath the dog's neck and underneath its paw, its arm. And then if you go to the other image where the light was bounced off the wall, we've got less shadow underneath the paw, so less contrast on the dog's left side, which is quite interesting. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to close these curtains and turn the dog round so that this window, which has the blinds on it, the dog's facing that window. I'll keep the blinds closed, so I'm gonna try and create a scene which is going to be quite dark and which doesn't have any much natural light, and then see how I can put some more light into it and make the image look a lot better. So now the scene's quite dark, I'm going to bump my ISO up to, let's see, 12,800, maybe a little bit more actually. Let's go up to 20,000. No flash on this one, so I'm going to switch my flash off, and we are at 1/200th of a second, f2.8 again, and here we go. So what I'm going to do is bring my ISO down to, let's say, 4,000. Same f2.8, 1/200th of a second, flash on. We have a very even histogram, and the light still got some shadow, so it's not completely flat, but it is more flat than just one window would give you. So let's try it with the flash pointing up, see how that looks as well. Cool. So same shot, same settings as before, and this is now with the flash pointing upwards. Okay, so more light, obviously, even spread of light. Shadows still look the same though. It's literally just cast more light. Well, actually, still, there's a little bit more shadow underneath the right leg of the dog, but not a huge amount of difference. Very marginal difference. I guess it looks more contrasty with the flash pointing up. I'm going to get these onto the PC, see what they look like, play around with the editing, and I'm just going to keep playing around with the flash today as well and just see what other images I get from it. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you, wasn't I, that the flash that I'm using is the Yongnuo YN565EX. I got this, I've probably had this for about 5 years, and have used it a few times, handful of times. I did a few events and used it for that. But since then, I haven't really used it. So, and the receiver, the wireless flash controller, is the Yongnuo Digital YN622C TX. I'll put a link to in the description to all of these bits that I've used today. I actually really enjoyed doing that video, so I'll probably do some more. If you guys want to see more videos like this, comment below. If you liked the videos, like, subscribe, share it with other people. Thank you to my little friend. Well, not mine, my daughter's. It was all I had in the house. It would be cool to use some actual people, but a little bit limited at the moment for obvious reasons. But yeah, really enjoyed doing this one. So I will put some test photos on my Instagram, and otherwise I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks so much for watching.